Hi everyone, it's Vae again. I'm here to bring you another tutorial for Adventures Unlimited. This time I will be covering the website Theral.net. First off, I would like to give a shout out to Lacrae. He is the avatar for Macro, and he did the new look for the website, and he put a lot of work into it and did a really good job. So if you ever see him online, say thanks. Let's get into this. I only have 10 minutes to cover everything. First is obviously the home page, and we have all the tabs to navigate on the left. Here is the port address and the port number that you can use to connect. Underneath you will see 3 unlit boxes: bonus damage, bonus experience, and bonus questing. Bonus damage and experience will be initiated by the M's and is usually done so on Saturday. Bonus questing is usually done on Sunday and can also be initiated by players by way of entitling. For players who are a day ahead of America and Canada and everything, such as China and Australia, your bonus damage and bonus experience will be on Sunday and bonus questing on Monday. When it's on, these boxes will light up and underneath the inactive will become a green active. Under that, we have a quick summary of the game, such as how many classes and races, and just a bit of history and mention of PK. We do have player killing. We have a form that you fill out to be PK approved, and it is roleplay enforced, so we try to be strict with who we let into PK. Now, back to it. Next we have the Play with Flash. I can't click on that right now because it opens to a new tab, and the new recorder I'm using won't switch to that tab, but I will be covering this in another tutorial, so just look for that. The overview is just a very handy key that bullets the subjects and topics in the game, just to give you a quick idea of what we offer and what can be found in the game, such as what clans and questing and all sorts of things. It's just a handy key to look over, even for veterans, but for people looking for a new game, if you want to see what we have to offer, you can just go through this list really quick. And then the help and info. This is definitely, oh, my computer's taking a minute to load, sorry. This is definitely a good page for all players to check out, especially new players, but veterans should, refresh their memory as well with some of these subjects. New player help is a must for newbies to read. It will answer a lot of the questions you will definitely have when you first start playing this game, especially for people who have never played a MUD before. Lots of good information to find here. It's a very long read, but definitely worth it. You can also find information about classes, and it's a really handy guide. It lists the races that can play each class and the abilities and skills that you get with the class. So if even if you're a returning player and you're looking to make a new player, but you don't want to log in and sit through the creation just to get an idea of what you want to make, you can come to this website, go to the help and info and class info, and you can look around and see what you might want to play. You should also check out the temple profiles because it gives a quick summary on the profile. It lists the alignment, the aspects of it, just a quick roleplay guideline for it so that you know what's to be expected of your character's roleplay. AU is pretty open with our roleplay, but we do like people to try and follow what lines have been set by the temples and the M's and everything so that everyone is on a balanced level with RP, and there's no space-time travelers who come back and bring photon pistols and stuff like that, because that would just really mess up with the feel of the game. Anyway, there are numerous other things to find on here, so I definitely suggest coming through and checking it out. The applications page, if you entitled and are at the level you can build a manor, you can come to this page and find the manor submit form to fill out and submit. It's a really long one, and it's one of the ones I would suggest emailing to immortal.net, immortal@theral.net, instead of submitting to the game because it's so long. But PK motivations, that is a short application that can be submitted in game and will get the ball rolling on getting you PK'd faster. On to the next thing. Who's online? This is a handy tool to check who is currently playing. It updates about every 5 minutes, and people have found it a handy tool because there are very heavy RPers in this game, and the characters they log sometimes depend on who's online. So I know for a fact that some people like to use who's online to figure out who they're going to log and play. It's also just a cool little tool to check out. Right now, obviously, not many people are on. It's, daytime during the week. People are at work or at school, so have to expect it to be kind of bare. Next, we have player rankings, which just ranks players against other players. Changes. You can see all the changes that have been done to this game since 2001. It officially opened in 1999, just to let you know. So here's this handy box, and when you click on it, my recorder might not show it, but when you click on it, it brings up a little box where you can select the year. Then you click on the year, and it will show you all the changes from that year. Handy tool. You can see how active we are and see all the changes. There's been quite a few changes, and they're worth it. The next tab is Tales of Theral. This one can help tell you about the history of the game. Well, the story of the game within the game, the RP that's there. The Mythos of Theral. It's about Fiziorum and the start of the original gods and the forming of the world. Creation of the races obviously tells how each of the races came about. We also have stories written by players about their characters. And then Other Tales, which is a variety of stories about the M's, stories about players, and even some RP stories where, groups of players got together and wrote something out, and it was an active RP in the game, but they collected all the RP into notepad format and submitted it as a story. It was really cool. And then after that, we have area maps. This is by far one of the most important things to look at on this map. I suggest that all new players keep this open while they're playing the game, and it even helps veterans as well. I still regularly check the maps. First, just a quick look to see how it pops up and everything. This is the original map of Theral. Yeah, it's outdated, but it still gives you a good idea of the main continent. You start here in Nerlin, and as a Lobi, you're going to be questing around this area, sometimes even out to Alayuna and all the way up here and messing with goblins. So there's that. Everyone knows how a map works, so I'll try and get through this quickly. We have maps that generalize the bigger areas. The Nerlin map is really handy for Lobis because it lists all the important things you're going to need, like the bank, Hamanu, Geralt, the temples, your guild, and the quest masters. So if you need to find, say, the clerics guild, it's number 13. So you find 13 on the map, which is right here. And then, you can find it in game fairly easily. And just to let everyone know, quest masters for the Lobis and for only the Lobis will be found in Nerlin. After that, you have to find them on your own. There is no map that tells you where these quest masters are. For the guild masters, they are on the Nerlin map for the Lobis and the Alayuna map for the mid-range. But then after mid-range, you have to find it yourself. Anyway, so these are just really handy maps. You should check them all out. Next, we have the forums. It opens a new tab. There's the ideas board. People type stories on there. It's just a side thing so that you don't have to be in the game to talk about the game. The links, this can take you to the AU Facebook and the AU Twitter, Google Plus, top mud sites, all that kind of stuff. I'm coming up on time, so I have to try and make this quick. Updates will come on Facebook and Twitter for when favors are coming. There's also suggestions on mud clients and other things for players and IMs. Also, the last thing is Builders Area. This is for IMs only, so you don't need to worry about it. Anyway, I only have 9 seconds to go. Thanks for watching my tutorial. See you around, and I will get to play with Flash one up soon. Bye!